is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. We're going to talk about the New York Knicks taking a gamble, giving a two-way contract to Ivan Rabb, a guy that a lot of people have forgot about or don't think about because he hasn't really had the best career. He hasn't really played that much in the regular season, and when he does play, he doesn't play that many minutes. So, this is a guy that was arguably the number one pick at one point. This was a guy that was a huge high school recruit, and as he went to college, people start seeing him for what he really was, and they start seeing how raw he was and how much development he would need to reach his peak. And this is a guy that played 36 games in 17-18. 5 of them he started. He was able to give them 5 points and 4 rebounds in those minutes on 56% shooting and only 4.2 field goals. In 18-19, he gave you 49 games played, and he started 13 of them. In 14 minutes, he was able to give you 54% from the field on 4 shot attempts, and he was able to give you 4 rebounds again and 5 points. So he showed that in small minutes that he can still produce and give you some solid numbers. His defense is a lot worse than people thought because he's just not strong enough. He's very skinny when he came into the league. He just didn't have the physicality. He just didn't have the IQ, which most NBA players that come in don't, because they're in new systems. They got to get adjusted to the speed of the game, playing 82 games, playing more minutes. Not only that, the physicality of the game. A lot of these guys are 270, 250, 280, like we done seen even with Zion as a rookie. And those are guys that you're not usually accustomed to banging with at the end of the day. And I think that caught him by surprise. He did fall in the draft going to the second round. And this was a guy that was a lock when you talk about high school before college as a first-round pick, and he didn't even get drafted in the first round. So it shows you how many doubters and how many people didn't believe he was actually NBA ready, even though he did enter the draft, and he still did get drafted. He get drafted to the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies waived him and didn't want to exercise his options. They rather let him walk. So they definitely seen something in him that other teams haven't seen yet, and they get first dibs because they did draft him, and they do get a chance to look at him every day and how he works and how he progresses and how his mentality is every single day. And I'm not surprised that the Knicks took a gamble. I am a little frustrated with the Knicks because they continue to get big men time and time again. You got Mitchell Robinson, you got Julius Randle, you got Portis, I believe, you got Taj Gibson. They continue to find these bigs, and I know that those other guys not going to be around the team for that long. They were just signing them for stability and giving them some toughness and some size. But, when you got a guy like Ivan Rabb, he's not going to be able to play because you have so many bigs in rotation. So it's not going to really give you a chance to get a good look at him. Besides, if you put him in the G League, which he has played in the G League for a while, and I think that it has helped his development. But at the same time, he's not prepared to play significant minutes in the NBA. And even if he has the ability to do that, he still has so far to go when it comes to understanding the game and understanding defense and understanding positions and how to move your feet, how to rotate, when to rotate, how not to foul, and how to, contest without fouling too. And I think those are important things for a big man at the end of the day. But it just shows you how humbling the NBA is. A guy that thought for sure he was NBA ready and he didn't really even need to go to college. This is a guy that believed that he could have came right out of high school if he really wanted to. That's how much hype that he had, and he even started to drop a little bit in high school as he was in high school longer from junior to senior year. A lot of people were jumping off the ship before he even went to college. So it just shows you that he didn't make any significant improvements, and he was still just a project that needed a lot of development. He had the speed, he had the size, he had the athleticism to play that power forward position, but at the same time, he wasn't able to completely add skills to his game, and that's the important thing in the NBA, being able to do multiple things, being reliable at worst, at least have a skill set. And when you look at Ivan Rabb, he's not the greatest rebounder. He's not the greatest shot blocker. He's not the greatest passer. He can't even shoot the ball, really. He can't stretch the floor. And he is athletic and mobile enough to get to the rim or set a good screen and roll. But he's also not the greatest finisher either. So it's just so much going on with his game and so many things he needs to work on and so many things he needs to improve on that it is getting to the point where you realize what can we do to expand his game and what should he be working on to get him to the point where we're signing a guy that can become a quality NBA player, which he hasn't been able to show in Memphis. And now he's on to his second team. I don't think, like I said before, that he's going to be able to show it in New York because they do have so many bigs, and it's going to be hard to beat out veterans and guys that can do more than he can and get quality minutes. So this guy is 22. He's going to be 23 in February. So he's getting older. He's no longer this 19, 21 kid that still has the world among him and in front of him, and he's ready to tackle it. But at the same time, I still look at Ivan Rabb and see the potential that he has, and I still see why people will still give him a shot in the future, even if he's not probably an NBA player then, like he isn't right now. But Ivan Rabb is going to have to do some quick development because you get cycled through the NBA for about 2, 3 years, and eventually you're 27, 28 years old, and people start realizing this is what he is. There's not too much we can do to change him. There's not too much we can do to add to his game. Ivan Rabb, this is what he is right now, and we have to accept that. And, if this is the Ivan Rabb we see 2 years from now, he can definitely be out of the league very quickly. And we just seen a couple guys leave the league already before they're even 30. So it shows you that the NBA want the best players. They have the ability to sign the best players. They have access to the best players. And if he really deserves the money, if he really deserves the roster spot, I don't see why he couldn't get it. But honestly and truthfully, he hasn't been able to be consistent with that development, and he hasn't been consistent with showing that he can play. The guy is a legitimate 6'11", 220. That's just not good enough to play in the NBA at the power forward center position. He's going to have to add a load of muscle and fill out the rest of his body and upper body so that way he can bang, he can finish through contact, and at least, set a good screen to where he can get an angle at finishing the basket. He doesn't have the touch. So even if he gets the ball, if he can't dunk it, he don't have the touch to do hook shots. He doesn't have the touch to do floaters. He doesn't have the touch to shoot free throws. And he doesn't have the touch to shoot outside jumpers. So he's just so far behind right now that it's going to take him a couple teams just to figure it out. But does those teams have patience? Are those teams willing to buy low? Are them teams really willing to give him a roster spot and at worst a try with a two-way contract? So far, the Knicks is team two. The Knicks is a team that believe he has potential to be something special, like we all did when he was in high school and college. But in reality, it might not be as big as a deal as people think. Yeah, he got a two-way contract. Yeah, the Knicks get a guy that has huge potential, but realistically, I don't see him staying with the Knicks outside of 2 years. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a good thing. I just feel like Rabb is going to have a whole nother commitment from another team to really see him through it and really get committed to him and really want to see his development. But he had it in Memphis and it didn't work out. I don't think the spot for him is the Knicks. So we'll see if another team tries him out and try to put him on a two-way contract and try him out for 2 years. Let him play in the G League, see if his touch and his rebounding and his shot blocking and IQ can improve. If not, we can see a guy that was a top 10 pick, probably even a top 3 pick in high school as a sophomore and a junior. We might see him not even make it in the NBA. He made it to the NBA. He played in the NBA game, so his dreams did come true getting drafted, playing the NBA game, and making it to the NBA. But now we're going to see how far he can take it. We're going to see can he make a career out of it. And we're going to see if any team is really willing to put in the money and the resources to get him to where he needs to be. He's so far behind at age 22 when it comes to skill and talent. But at the same time, he still has potential to be something special. And that's why he ended up getting his contract with the Knicks. But we're going to see how long it lasts and how long can he stay on his two-way contract. And if the Knicks give up on him early this year, or will they allow him to ride out the rest of that two-way contract? And we also got to see his improvements in the G League, getting waived and being known by Memphis. They don't want to keep him around. They don't want him on the roster no more. They giving up on him. It's tough. It's hard. You take it personally, but at the end of the day, it's a business, and their job is to find the best talent and put it on a roster. And Rabb just wasn't there and just didn't have enough and just wasn't good enough at this time. Hopefully, he plays a little harder and does a little bit more work. I don't want to see the guy fail. I don't want to see the guy out of the league. But at the same time, you got to produce and you got to show that you can play that position and go out there and do your thing. So Rabb is in a tough position. He could be out of the league by 25, 26, or he can find a way to extend his career through playing in the G League and getting small opportunities to play in the NBA like he did in Memphis. But he's going to have to take a lot of work if you really even want to make him an NBA starter. Like Ivan Rabb is not even a bench player in the NBA, in my personal opinion, right now. Is he really an eighth or a ninth guy? I don't think so. But that's now. We don't know how he's going to be 2 to 3 years from now. We don't even know if he's going to be in the league 2 to 3 years from now. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think Ivan Rabb will be a bust? Do you think he'll be in the league 2 years from now? Do you think that his career is going in the wrong direction and it could be over in the next 2 years? Or do you think that he'll eventually develop, he'll eventually figure it out, and he'll find a team that's willing to take a gamble on him and give him opportunities to showcase his talent, and he has the hungriness and ability to fix a lot of the holes in his game. And if not, he could be out of the league. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like I said before, I read every comment, and I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for supporting, and I appreciate you guys for your comments. Quinn Wade, basketball analysis. I'm gone. Like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies, I break down players, I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching.